Olive is an ostrich. She lives with her family in the outback. But Olive is very different. Olive's dad loves to run. Olive isn't a fast runner. Olive's mum enjoys laying huge eggs. Olive doesn't like the look of that at all. Olive's little brother pecks at the ground to find tasty roots to eat. Pecking at the ground makes Olive sneeze. But Olive has an incredible imagination. So while the rest of her family are running, pecking and laying eggs, Olive can be found imagining herself going on amazing adventures when she buries her head down, down into the sand. Until she popped up somewhere new. Olive was wearing a red bobble hat and a green scarf and was standing on crunchy snow. There were lots of log cabins covered with sparkly decorations. Elves were running around carrying presents. Olive was admiring the decorations and wasn't looking where she was going. She collided with an elf who dropped all his presents.
Ouch! Watch out!
Complained the elf.
Sorry, I'm Olive. Let me help you pick those up.
Thanks, Olive. I'm Eric.
Why is everyone so busy, Eric?
It's almost Christmas, of course. Here at the North Pole, it's Santa's most busy time of the year.
Oh, who's Santa?
Hello, Santa Claus. Bright red suit, white beard. Ho, ho, ho! Really? On Christmas Eve, he delivers presents on his flying reindeer sleigh to children all around the world.
Well, that does sound impressive.
Yeah, it is. Anyway, I got a dash.
Olive walked past a big log cabin. Inside, she could see two elves polishing a sleigh.
That must be Santa's flying sleigh.
There was a barn next door to the garage.
And the reindeer must live there.
Olive heard groans coming from the barn.
Oh, dear. Oh, dear.
She went inside to investigate. In one of the stalls, Olive spotted a reindeer.
Oh, dear. Oh, dear. Oh.
Groaned the reindeer. She didn't look very well.
Hello, I'm Olive. Are you okay?
I'm Dancer, and I'm feeling really poorly. If I don't get better soon, I won't be able to pull Santa's flying sleigh with the other reindeer. He'll be one short.
Well, maybe there's some way I can help.
Well, there is a magical reindeer potion that might work, but someone would have to travel all over the world super fast to find all the ingredients.
A magical potion, a flying sleigh. I think I may have an idea. Dancer, will Santa let me borrow his sleigh? Maybe I can go and find the potion ingredients.
Oh, sorry, no one drives Santa's sleigh apart from Santa, but you could always borrow his flying motorbike instead.
Flying motorbike?
Olive looked out of the window and spotted a red and white motorbike with wings.
Here's a list of the ingredients. Be careful, Olive.
Dancer, I won't let you down.
So Olive climbed onto Santa's motorbike. Suddenly it flew up into the sky.
Okay, first ingredient. Chestnuts from the Queen's garden. I think I know where to find those.
Olive landed in a garden where she found the Queen's gardener, Frank McBadger.
Hello there, Olive.
Hello, Frank. Could you give me some chestnuts, please? It's for a potion to help one of Santa's reindeer get well.
Of course. Here's a few I picked today.
Frank gave Olive some shiny red chestnuts.
Thanks very much. Next on the list, some tennis rackets.
Olive landed on a tennis court where she found top tennis player John McIntosh.
You cannot be serious. It's my old buddy Olive.
Hi, John. Can I have some tennis rackets, please? It's a Christmas emergency.
Sure, here you go. Hey, want to stay for a game?
Sorry, mustache. Next ingredient for the potion, fur from a Yeti.
Olive landed on Mount Everest where she found a Yeti.
Hello, Mr. Yeti. Could I have some of your fur, please? I'm on a mission from Santa.
The Yeti pulled out lots of his blue fur and gave it to Olive.
Thanks very much. Of course. I'll make sure you get a nice present from Santa. Next ingredient, a tail feather from a cheeky parrot.
Olive landed in the jungle where she found a cheeky parrot.
Excuse me, please can I borrow a tail feather?
Excuse me, please can I borrow a tail feather?
Olive plucked a feather from the parrot's tail.
Ouch!
Thanks. You may have saved Christmas.
Thanks, you may have saved
All right. Final ingredient, smelly socks.
Olive landed in Dudley Sud's laundrette.
Oh, hello, Olive.
Hi, Dudley. Please could I have some smelly socks? It's to make a reindeer feel better.
Oh, no problem. Lots of those around here.
Thanks, Dudley.
See ya.
Olive now had all the ingredients and she zoomed back towards the North Pole. But as she sped along, the parrot feather fell off the motorbike and dropped into the clouds below.
Where's it gone?
But there was no time to find the feather. Olive had to get back. Olive quickly took all the ingredients inside the reindeer barn. Dancer had a big pot of water waiting.
Did you find everything, Olive?
I did, but I dropped the parrot feather.
Oh, no, it's almost time for the sleigh to leave. We could try an ostrich feather instead.
That just might work.
Olive put some chestnuts, Yeti fur, tennis rackets and smelly socks into the pot, then plucked one of her own tail feathers and dropped that in too. Dancer sprinkled over some magic dust, making it safe to drink. The pot steamed and fizzled. Then Olive poured some potion into a mug and gave it to Dancer.
Thanks, Olive. Oh, that tastes horrible.
Olive and Dancer waited, but Dancer wasn't feeling any better.
Oh, I don't think the potion is working.
Oh, I guess an ostrich feather isn't quite the same.
Oh, no, those bells means the sleigh is about to leave.
Olive looked outside. The other 7 reindeer were ready in front of the sleigh, which was now piled high with presents.
Santa will be here any second.
Olive noticed there were still some ingredients left over.
A poorly reindeer, some potion ingredients. I think I may have another idea.
Olive quickly disguised herself as a reindeer, using the leftover ingredients.
I'll pretend to be you, Dancer. Santa will never know.
Well, it's worth a try.
Just then, Santa Claus himself appeared.
Ho, ho, ho! I see all my reindeer already.
Olive's disguise had worked. Santa sprinkled some magic flying dust over everyone. He climbed onto the sleigh and they all flew off.
Yay! I'm a flying ostrich reindeer.
So Olive and Santa and the reindeer delivered presents all round the world.
Ho, ho, ho! Away we go, flying through the sky. Ho, ho, ho! Through the snow, and if you're still awake, you'll see us flying by. It's Christmas Eve, and all the children should be fast asleep. I'll pop down the chimney, and I promise not to make a peep. If you hear hooves on the icy roofs, it's only Santa's sleigh. In the blink of an eye, I'll eat a mince pie, and then I'll be on my way. Through the night, what a sight, racing round the world. Whizzing past, lightning fast, delivering the toys to all the boys and girls. Ho, 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 away we go, flying through the sky. Ho, 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 through the snow, and if you're still awake, you'll see us flying by. So I say ho, 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 ho.
When they got back to the North Pole, it was Christmas Day. But Santa's final landing was bumpy, and Olive's disguise fell off.
Oh, what's this? There's been an ostrich pulling my sleigh.
Boomed Santa.
Sorry, Santa. I'm Olive. I'm only helping because Dancer was poorly.
Oh, well, I didn't know. In that case, thank you, Olive. We must go and see how Dancer is feeling.
It turns out I was going to have some babies. That's why I felt unwell.
Well, I never. Let's celebrate with a huge Christmas dinner. Olive, would you like to join us?
Cake. I'd love to, but I need to get ho-ho home to my family too.
They all laughed, and as they did, Olive realised it was time to go.
Typical Olive, daydreaming again.
Said her mum.
Cake. Actually, I've been helping pull Santa's sleigh.
Your head's been in the sand too long, dear.
Said Olive's dad. Her little brother laughed. But Olive wasn't listening. She was already dreaming of her next big adventure. Olive was wearing red and blue shoes and was standing on narrow wooden floorboards.
What's that strange noise?
Asked Olive as a large red ball sped straight towards her. Olive leapt out of the way as the ball went on to smash into 10 white pins.
Sorry, I was trying to knock over all 10 of those pins. That's why they call me 10-Pin Pete.
Oh, hello. I'm Olive.
Today's the Mega Bowling Championship here at the bowling alley, but I'm never gonna win.
Of course you won't win. You're playing us, that's why.
Exclaimed a rather rude little man.
I am the Big Chabowski.
I'm the Little Chabowski.
And Pete, let's not forget, you don't even have a partner yet.
Pete slumped on a bench.
It's true. My bowling partner's ill, and now I can't play either.
Maybe I could help.
Really? In that case, put it there, partner.
The competition began, and the Big Chabowski bowled first, nearly knocking down all the pins.
He's good.
Next, it was 10-Pin Pete's turn, followed by the Little Chabowski, until finally it was Olive's turn.
Olive, you need to knock over all 10 pins to win. It's called a strike.
But Olive was having trouble even picking up the ball.
It's my wings. I can't get them in the holes.
Hey, if you can't pick it up, you can't play, which means we win. Oh, yeah.
But Olive wasn't giving up. She looked around the bowling alley.
A bench. A trophy? I think I may have an idea.
Olive rested the bench on the trophy to make a ramp and then pushed the ball all the way to the top.
This should send it flying.
But when she let go, the ball rocketed down the alley, bouncing over the pins and smashing through the back. Whoa!
Cake, come back!
Olive set off, chasing after the ball.
Stop!
Up ahead, the ball rolled down the street towards a cake stall, a man cleaning windows, some delivery men carrying a sofa, and an old lady whose cat was stuck up a tree.
Watch out!
The ball smashed into the cake stall, sending cakes rolling everywhere.
Cake!
The ball then knocked the window cleaner off his ladder. The man landed on the sofa, but his bucket bounced off and flew straight towards the cat, stuck in the tree. The cat leapt out of the way, and the old lady watched in panic as the cat fell towards the ground.
Tiddles!
Only at the last second, one of the cakes rolled under the tree, and the cat landed safely on top of it.
Sorry, I've got to stop that ball.
Meanwhile, the ball rolled into a pipe some workmen were about to put into the ground. It flew out the other end and past Olive.
Now where's it going?
Olive chased the ball back to the bowling alley, just in time to see it rocket down the lane and knock down all 10 pins.
Strike! We win!
The judge awarded Olive and 10-Pin Pete the winner's trophy.
Wow, Olive, that was the most amazing shot ever!
And she rescued my tiddles. Ha! Beginner's luck.
Said Big Chabowski, just as the rest of the cakes rolled in and covered him and his brother in cream.
Looks like they've got their just desserts.
They all laughed, and as they did, Olive realised it was time to go.
Typical Olive, daydreaming again.
Said her mum.
Cake? Actually, I became a 10-pin bowling champion.
Your head's been in the sand too long, dear.
Said Olive's dad. Her little brother laughed. But Olive wasn't listening. She was already dreaming of her next big adventure. Olive was standing by a stage in a television studio with a cheering audience. She was wearing a pink skirt and top. On stage, 2 flamingos were dancing and singing.
Yeah, 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 we'll give you a wink. We're the super goes and we like to wear pink. Yeah, yeah, yeah.
Olive could see 3 judges. One of them was a big bull wearing a dark suit. His name was Mooman Cowbell.
Super Feathers, that was a terrible performance. Absolutely awful.
The crowd began to boo. Super Feathers did not look happy.
You sounded okay, but the other one, my pet cat has a better singing voice.
Oh, he's not a very nice bull.
If you've got any chance of winning the wow factor, you Super Feathers need to shape up before your final performance.
Maybe I can help.
Thought Olive, and followed the girls as they went backstage.
Yoo-hoo! Can I come in? My My name's Olive.
Yeah, all right there. My name's Stacey and this is Tracy. How's it going, Olive?
Oh, Tracy, what's wrong with your voice?
Got this cold, haven't I? I can hardly speak, let alone sing. That's why we gave such a terrible performance. Yeah, it's the finals soon. We're never going to win with Tracy sounding so rough.
Olive looked down and saw that she was wearing the same pink costume as Tracy and Stacey.
My pink costume? Your pink costumes? I think I may have an idea. I could join Super Feathers and sing instead of you, Tracy. I'd fit right in. I'm a very good singer.
Great idea, but you'll need to learn our dance routine and song super fast.
Stacey and Tracy got to work teaching Olive the song and the dance routine. It was hard work, and Olive had to learn it really quickly. Very soon there was a knock on the dressing room door.
Super Feathers, you're on stage in 2 minutes, darlings.
Okay, you ready, Olive?
As ready as I'll ever be.
Olive and Super Feathers began their performance.
Yeah, 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 we'll give you a wink. We're the Super Feather Girls and we like to wear pink.
At first it was going really well. Olive sang with Stacey and Tracy mimed along to the words. But as Olive danced, she got so carried away singing the song that she went in the wrong direction and she danced right off the front of the stage. Olive went flying and landed sitting in Moo Man Cowbell's lap. He looked completely shocked, but Olive carried on and managed to finish the song.
Yeah, 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 we'll give you a wink. We're the Super Feather Girls and we like to wear pink.
That was an utterly, completely, totally amazing performance. No one's had the courage to jump in my lap before. Super Feathers, you are this year's Wow Factor winners.
Thanks, Olive, you really saved the day. Yay, we're all going to be super famous.
Oh, I don't know if I'm cut out for fame, but I think you girls are going to be Super Feathers superstars.
They all laughed, and as they did, Olive realised it was time to go.
Typical Olive, daydreaming again.
Said her mum.
Okay, actually, I helped the Super Feathers win Wow Factor.
Your head's been in the sand too long, dear.
Said Olive's dad. Her little brother laughed. But Olive wasn't listening. She was already dreaming of her next big adventure. Olive found herself on a huge lily pad in the middle of a pond. She was wearing a pointy hat and sparkly shoes. Nearby, some frogs were having a party.
Cake, is this a birthday party?
Oh no, it's no one's birthday. Us frogs just love to dance and party. You can join us if you like.
Yes, please. I love dancing. Almost as much as I love honey sandwiches, that is.
As Olive danced and ate her sandwich, she noticed a little frog sitting all on his own.
Hello, I'm Olive. What's your name?
Ribbit Patterson.
Why aren't you dancing? There's honey sandwiches too. And look, now everyone's catching flies.
I'm useless at catching flies. The other big frogs always laugh at me when I try.
Said Ribbit sadly.
Well, I won't laugh at you.
I couldn't even catch that fly over there and it's really close.
Ribbit whipped out his tongue, only it was too short and he couldn't reach the fly.
Hey, Ribbit, look and learn, sunshine.
Called one of the bigger frogs. Olive and Ribbit ducked as the frog's massive tongue flew over their heads, caught the fly, then pulled it back into his mouth.
You see, I'll never catch flies like they can.
Olive looked over at the party. She spied some party blowers next to a big pot of honey on the table.
Party blowers, some honey. I think I may have an idea.
Olive dunked the party blower into the pot of sticky honey, then popped it into her beak like a rolled-up tongue.
Look, Olive.
Ribbit pointed to a fly sitting on a strange-looking plant. With all her might, Olive blew the sticky party blower. Only she missed, and it stuck to the strange plant instead.
Let me try,
Exclaimed Ribbit. But Olive had used too much honey, and the party blower was now stuck fast to her beak, as well as the plant.
It's stuck, it won't come off.
Suddenly, the plant began to rise out of the water.
Olive, why is the plant moving?
It wasn't a plant at all, but a very angry-looking crocodile. It swam off down the pond, dragging Olive with it.
Crocodile, it'll eat us all up.
Panicked Ribbit. Ribbit knew he had to do something, so he grabbed a spatula from one of the cakes and a party blower that he dipped in honey and waited for the crocodile to swim past him. Just as the crocodile got close, Ribbit blew the party blower as hard as he could and hit the crocodile. Ribbit was yanked off the lily pad and landed right on the crocodile's back.
Oh, I've never surfed on a crocodile before.
Ribbit used the spatula to unstick Olive's party blower.
Oh, I'm free!
Jump, Olive.
They both leapt to safety, just as the crocodile snapped up behind them.
Oh, Ribbit, you were magnificent!
Magnificent? He's the bravest frog of the whole pond.
The big frogs lifted Ribbit onto their shoulders and declared him and Olive the party guests of honour.
Good catch, Ribbit! My turn. A little less honey.
But Olive missed and caught a cupcake instead.
I never did fancy flies much. Cupcakes are far more tasty.
They all laughed, and as they did, Olive realised it was time to go.
Typical Olive, daydreaming again.
Said her mum.
Cupcake? Actually, I helped a frog to catch a crocodile.
Your head's been in the sand too long, dear.
Said Olive's dad. Her little brother laughed. But Olive wasn't listening. She was already dreaming of her next big adventure.